after class, she came up to me, she's like, you know what? And as soon as she did it, I was like, oh, I just knew it was going to be something like outrageous. She was just like, you need to step it up. I was like, what? She's like 14, I think. And she was like, yeah. She's just like, you're just lacking it. It's, you know. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I remember for like 3 months straight, I was like, fall, it's going down. I said, my first class, oh, it's a wrap. Like, you don't talk to me like that and think that I'm not going to come back. And like, my first class of the year, like I was going in, and then she was like, I see it works. I was like, you're right again. So there's this one track called This Is Our Year, which is the very first song that we did together.
Yo, it's the man Chris G. You already know what time it is. Nah. We are the movement that makes the movement move. I got my man Q the Sun on the beat, and my man Lord Freddie in the house, and my brother Lex Allen kicking to him just like this.
My biggest fear is like, so you have classes where you take and you're like, when would I ever use that? Like ever? And you probably won't. Maybe not. You know, we've all taken a class like that. It's like you take class and you go through the motions and like do all that stuff, and that's cool. But then it's like, did you feel something here that made you inspired to become more of yourself? But I actually physically talk to my students. I'm like, yo, how's your day today? Like, what happened? Like, your weekend was good? How was break? Like, you know, like, your exam, what happened? Not like, okay, we come to class, I'm like, and I go right into teaching, I never ask you anything. Like, I'll be like, I actually genuinely care. Like, what's going on? Like, did he call you back? He didn't call you back. Okay. He sucked.
They'll try to put you in the corner. They'll try to tell you what you can't be. They'll try, but they can't hold me. Yeah. Self-worth leads to you, new, aware, now you unfold. Majesty in the stars.
I would like, I can't believe what I'm saying. So I would try to talk to girls, and you're just like, so like this is me. I'm not acting like this was literally me. Horrible. But then I was like, okay, I can tell you a story through movement, and you understand it, and it makes sense, and I communicate with you, and I don't have to use words, which I don't know how to use. That's pretty dope, in my opinion. And so then I was like, okay, I can do that, and that builds that confidence with possibly having a conversation with somebody.
Buzzer beater from the baseline, apple of your eye, probably trying to give me face time. Spirit the flow, you know I got lyrics to go. Serious soul, my battle like serious.
Don't have to emulate me in the class. Like, we all got different body types, we all move different. Like, you're going to interpret the story however you want to. My class is a notebook, and whatever the piece is that day is the title. And then the lines that are on the page, that's the foundation. Now what you create in between the lines and how you tell the story is completely up to you. Dance for me is 95% body, 5% mind. So if you let this overtake this gets crippled, and you're like, like you count yourself out, and you're like when I was like, hey, you should come dance, you went right to your mind, you're like, you know what I mean? It's like, and if you don't do that, and it comes from here, and what you feel here, especially here, you know, is what like awakens this like new, like, you know, level of confidence within you, like it did in me. Then that's like, okay, I'm preparing people to be better people in life, not better dancers. That's fine, that's cool. But also, you can't dance forever. But you could be a good person forever.
This is our year. This is our year.
So how do you, I'll ask you this, how do you get through life? Right, you move. So we're all naturally dancers, however you like look at it. And so for me, when people ask me what I do, I mean, yes, I'm a dance teacher, but the title that I use is I'm a life coach through movement.
And no one can take that away.
Come on, Grandpa.
Christopher Gilbert was just trying to make it to the center of the stage.
And cue music.
Payback! Revenge!
way that your body adapts to this music and this style. It's so great to watch, infused with your sense of humor, your storytelling, but most compellingly, how you hear music and physicalize it.
Are the spectacles a prop, or is that you?
It's just me.
The glasses are you?
No, yeah, I'm literally a dork, so I just embrace it to the fullest.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Mr. Simple drew this portrait of me. It's called the 4 R's. And for me, I feel like if you can make, which is the first R, if you can make something relatable to someone, then it's like, okay, oh yeah, I can relate to that. It becomes relevant. And if it's relevant to you, you're like, okay, that is something that pertains to my life. So if it's relatable, then it becomes relevant. The moment it becomes relevant, then it's real to you. And once it's real, it's like, okay, I live that. That's a part of like something that my life consists of. And when it's real, then that's when people respect you.
Keep the magic in upon my hands, young routine, past the pitfall.
It's been like, I don't know, I didn't think it was gonna be like this. I was like, you know, like I'm just gonna make some music with some friends and like that would be that. But then it was like becoming something, and it was like, okay, cool. Now we need to actually do something with this, like really do something with it. It's no longer us just hanging out and creating together. Embracing your self-worth, that's what our motto is. Because most people hear the name New Age Narcissism, they're like, oh, you're a narcissist. Oh, I knew you were that. Like, you dress that way, and like you can like walk around. I'm like, no. Why are you embracing that? Being confident. That's what our message is always about.
Back in the back room, it's just so loud, dude. Fucking with all
To feel like I have a responsibility to make sure everyone around me, I don't care who it is, black, white, Republican, Democrat, big, small, doesn't matter, whoever you are, to make them realize it's like, I need you to be you always, because that's what makes this thing move. You know, I can't do what I'm doing without you being you. Yeah, this is what I was put here to do, clearly. I used to think it was just dance. I was like, oh yeah, that's it, like that is why I'm here. But then I was like, no, there's something, it's gotta be something greater than that. I don't ever want to see anybody around me fail, you know? And I mean, we all probably do it at different points in our life where you're like, you focused on you, right? You focus on literally just you, like whether it's getting through finals or picking the right dress or whatever that it is, you're like, focused on just me. But a lot of times I'm just kind of like, I'm fine with not thinking about myself, because I know like this person that's next to me or you, that day you might need me to like give me a little motivation just to get through. I hope I want to leave this world in a better place than how it was when I got here. So if that means by motivating the next generation to take it and do it better than I've ever done it, so that next generation is ready, they do it better, that's what it's about.